Hi, I'm Michael, I'm 19, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. No idea what I'm doing with my life. Um, and I think it's common. I think everyone doesn't, like, sure, you could have a plan, but at the end of the day, we're kind of just going along with it. We don't really know what the best choice is in terms of what we do with our future, but I'm here to talk about that. I think it's interesting. And if I can help out just one person out of this, then that's awesome. That's something I want to do. Even if somehow nobody saw this video, I I genuinely I want to use this as like a way for me to self-reflect. I think that's important to get my thoughts out there and for me to look back on. Something for me to look back on, and maybe even my children or something. That would be cool. Anyway. um so I'm new to this. I want to make videos like this, like talking and sharing my thoughts, but I don't. I'm not the best at it yet. So I've got a notebook with things I want to say, and we'll see where it goes. Right. So, I'm here to tell you about my experience and growing. No, I'm here to tell you about my experience growing throughout high school and kind of middle school, but it's more of like it's more of the transition I had between high school and now. Like the idea of getting your assignments done on time, going to school, and then all of a sudden you have nobody telling you what to do. You have freedom. You can go to college. You can go work and save up money. And honestly, a lot of my friends went to college, and there's a little bit of a pressure there for me to follow them. And in not going to college, I felt weird. And like I said, at this moment in time, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning as I go. I'm trying to build more self-love and reflect like this, get my feelings out there. So yeah, so let's talk, okay? Okay, imagine this. You're 14, okay, 8th grade, and you find something you really love. Like, you can't stop doing that thing. Like, say it's skateboarding, right? You wake up in the morning and you're watching skating clips. You're doing everything because it's like it's a passion for you, and you go hard. You spend hours and hours and hours and hours practicing, and then you end up attaching your identity to that thing. Does that make sense? So if you're, like I said, if you're a skater, you're like, okay, who am I? I'm the skater. I'm a skater boy. I'm this stereotype or archetype or whatever. And in doing so, that your identity becomes fragile, because when you lose that thing, everything, like, then it's like, what's the point? It's like, who am I? You know? And that's what happened to me. For me, that was parkour. I trained parkour since 2016, and I fell in love with it, and then I got injured, COVID happened, life happened, and I'm not able to make it my full-time thing, or, like, that's what I wanted to do at the time. And all those years of me imagining and attaching my identity to this idea of being, oh, I'm the parkour guy, I'm the guy that does this and this, and it's discomfort, blah 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 blah, right? It was painful. It's like, now what? Now what do I do? I think that in high school, especially middle school, high school, you're still learning things like about your identity and what's right and what's wrong, social relationships, all that, and you it's so easy to do things for your ego and what people will think of you. And whether you realize it or not, it plays a huge factor in your decisions. I've got so much. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I say do not attach your identity to your passions or your hobby, because that identity is fragile, like I said. And when that passion or hobby is gone from your life, you're not left with much. Sucks. So you could say, like, okay, then how do I establish an identity? How do I know who I am? How, you know, like, there's so many questions. Spend some time thinking. I went quiet for a little while there. Just that. Is that okay? The sun's starting to come up, so the lighting's changing, and the background is no longer blue, it's turning light, and the sun's coming up in blah 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 time. And it's cool, I guess. So what? Okay. So that leaves us with this question. Okay, how do I establish identity? If I can't associate myself with what I do, or yeah, with my passions or what I do, then who am I, right? I think it's important to not necessarily need to answer that like a one-word statement, true or false, right? I think it's important to start building self-love for yourself and taking care of yourself and understanding that intrinsic value you have. You know, that like, that'll make you more confident, it'll make you more compassionate, like just all these things, and it'll be so much easier when things hit the fan. You have yourself at the end of the day, and you're not ashamed of who you are, if that makes sense. We talk about this more in future videos. I hope this helped. This is my first time doing something like this. You know, if you're watching this and you liked it, or you want to give me some feedback, please leave it in the comments, and I'm excited to talk to you guys. I don't have all the answers. I'm just like you. I'm figuring it out along the way. But hopefully we can figure it out together, you know. Yeah. I urge you to reflect on this. Please, please, please reflect on this. Don't just click off. Click on another video. Click on another video. Click on another video. Blah, 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 blah. Be mindful. Pause the video. Look around you. And think about what you think of it. Okay? It's so easy to mindlessly consume content. And I don't want to be one of those channels who promote that. Okay, this is a place where I want you to think about what you're thinking or what you're hearing, and to internalize it and figure out what it means to you. Because I could be saying a bunch of gibberish, and if you don't form your own opinions on that, like, dude, you're gonna become a drone. Like, just think about it, you know. Stay safe and take care of yourself, okay?
Good. Dude, what was that like? Oh, too close. Damn.
I hate skateboarding.